After all the hype and speculation of myself last week, this week's episode was a fucking recap episode. There were still some cool story bits, but it kind of ruined it for me this episode. Just mostly more background on like the other riders and A. So now we know when he started out 5 DGPs ago, he was a school student. Which, like, yeah, okay, that's fine. We also got to see Kakeda get a human form and his ride. And the laser razor risers are kind of interesting to me. Like, only one of them's actually, like, what we consider to be a standardized Kamen, which begs us to ask the question of, if these guys are from the future, like Jin has said they are, has their idea of what a Kamen Rider actually is completely changed, and are a lot of different things now considered to be the same umbrella? We also see the explanation that they've actually been through several different periods in human history, which is interesting to say the least. K-Were kind of freaked out at the reaction though, which was pretty funny. The DGP decides to do this episode of the DGP as well alongside of it as more like a filler episode for the people that were watching it that weren't us. A little bit meta, but not too bad. And then Broba shows up, completely stopping this, taking over with her own, and now the Yamato Grand Prix. This is like the most interesting part of the episode because we see that the Yamato have evolved enough to not only be capable of speech, but to be completely sentient, so they're fighting for their own desires by killing off riders now. And it looks like next episode these things are going to start getting sponsors and stuff, which is quite... Because in the next episode's preview we see Buffer with the command buckle. However, unfortunately, that is pretty much every big detail from this week's episode. As I said, most of it was a recap episode, so we only really got about half as much detail as we normally do per episode. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of Rider Recap. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more. See you guys later.